Hello, it's me again. Guess what I can hear outside? Someone scraping their car. Stone the crows. It's 6:30. 6th of December 23. The temperature is 0°C. Now, I don't need to look this up. Fahrenheit is 32, isn't it? It's dark. I can't see the flag. Oh, yes, I can. It's wrapped round the pole. How about that? I'm sitting here in the warm, chatting to you, and there are people out there scraping their cars, or one at least. That's the beauty of retirement, isn't it? I don't have to do that anymore. The humidity is 97%, and the barometer says 1018. There's some banging out. I think someone's trying to get the ice off their windscreen with a pick, an ice pick, or a hammer and chisel by the sound of it. Don't pour hot water on your windscreen. I've seen that done. Chap went out, this is years ago, with a boiling kettle, poured it on the windscreen, shattered, gone. That got the ice off the screen at least. Oh, I know what that banging is. It's windscreen wipers, on the ice. Happy days. Ian, nice to hear from you. Just chatting, we had a message back and forth about my son over from America. Been there 7 years, and we're talking about the changes over here. Buildings have gone, blocks of flats have gone up. When you live here all the time, it's like a toddler, isn't it? When you're living with a toddler, say it's your son or daughter, and they're growing up, you don't notice the height changes and the growing up so much because you're there. It's a daily thing. But if you haven't seen the child for, say, 3 months, someone comes round, oh, haven't they grown? And it's just the same. Living here in Worthing, 1 or 2 changes going on, but I don't realise just how many changes. Now, Bob, hello there, nice to hear from you. I'm always banging on about going back to the 50s and the 60s. Wouldn't it be nice to go back there? Bob has pointed out, a very good point actually, we are now conditioned for times now, 2023. We've got our iPhones, our iPads, our i-this, our i-everything, and all the things we've got today. If we were transported back, say, to the 50s, well, we're conditioned for today, aren't we? It would be awful. We'd have none of this equipment, none of this technology. And he's saying it probably wouldn't be a good thing. I suppose what I mean, Bob, when I say I'd like to go back to those days, not transported back, but just back there, having not experienced today, if you see what I mean. But it would be awful, wouldn't it, going back to those days, the old black and white telly in the 50s, 1 channel, and then 2 channels on the on the telly. They were all talking about, just quickly, they were banging on yesterday about the BBC, and people want it defunded because the licence fee is going up. It's already 170 something. Do they want to put it up another 10% or whatever? And people are saying, well, defund the BBC, it's no good, it's rubbish. And someone was defending it on the telly, and I do agree with this. The children's programmes are excellent. They really are. They've always been excellent at children's programmes. And the lady on the telly was saying that her kids love watching the BBC stuff, and she said not the American children's stuff. I do agree that the BBC put out some very good programmes. It's just a shame that so many repeats. Is it every Christmas there's the jokes about looking in the old radio times from 20 years ago to see what's on this Christmas. Same old repeats, same old stuff. Now in my day we had the Wooden Tops, Bill and Ben. Do you remember Bill and Ben? Andy Pandy. Proper programmes. Nice, soft, quietly spoken sort of programmes with a piano and some singing. Not this, ray guns and death rays and explosions and people shouting. I don't like that for children. I just don't think it's a good thing. But there we are. I'm just old-fashioned, so perhaps it's just me. What do you think? raysrants@protonmail.com. Next Sunday, I'm going to talk about memories from years ago. What is the earliest memory you have? I can remember, I'll tell you more about it on Sunday. I can remember my 2nd birthday. How about that? That was 70 years ago. Struth, 70 years ago. I can remember my 2nd birthday. What are your earliest memories, or any memories of whatever age in your childhood? It would be nice to see who can go back the furthest. I've often thought, wouldn't it be interesting if you can remember being in the womb? Wouldn't that be fascinating? Would it? I don't know. It might be scary. There's a thought. Anyway, do email me with your earliest recollections of your life. perhaps 1 year old. Do you remember your first birthday? I doubt anyone would remember that. Memory is a funny thing, isn't it? As you get older, can't remember what you did yesterday. Well, I can't. I can't remember what we're doing today. Yes, I can. We're going to Haywards Heath. Granddaughter's 18th birthday today. It only seems like a couple of years ago I was feeding her with a bottle, and now she's 18. Oh, bless her cotton socks. So do email me. It'd be interesting to hear your earliest memories, recollections of your life. Well, the ice scraping has finished outside and the windscreen wipers. We spray our car with that stuff, de-icing stuff, and it works extremely well. Someone said it's not good for the paintwork, but well, who cares? Our poor old car, it's got some dents in it and scuffs here and there, so I'm not too bothered about that. And the sun's come up. It's going to be a bright day today, which is good because I've got to fit one of my radios back in the car. I brought it indoors to plug it into the computer to program it, the various channels and the transmit power and all this stuff. Isn't it amazing? Plug it into the computer and you type it all in on the keyboard. So I've got to fit that back in the car before we go to Haywards Heath. But I'm hoping it's going to warm up a little bit first. 0 degrees. That's not much fun. Anyway, take care, everyone. I shall see you on Sunday. Do email me about your earliest memories. I think it could be very interesting. Behave yourselves, do exactly as I do, and have fun. Bye-bye for now.